morning. The title that we have for today, the story that caught my husband's attention. When we were in Olongapo City having our student canvassing, during that time I have already graduated, but I just joined the student canvasser because my sister was the one leading. She was the leader of the group. So when I joined one time, uh, it was a few days when I arrived there. There was going to be a crusade from done by the church in one of the place there in the Longapo city, and I really wanted to attend those crusades and many other activities about missionaries, about missions. So I attended, and together with some of our companions, students, we attended. And when we were there, um, somebody approached me because the crusade has to have a health lecture, stories for children, and then the main is the preaching. And somebody approached me and asked me if I could tell a story to the children. And I look at them, why me? There's so many of them. They're students of the AUP. No, they want you to be the one who will give the story. So I really cannot decline um, the talk, the conversation, and so I okay. So I did tell the story, and later, after I told this story, my husband told me later when we were already married that was the time that he decided to court me because of the story that I told, the way I told the story. I don't know, but the way I told the story that made everybody wide mouth open, according to him, now while they are listening to the story. So this is the story that I told him about the two children by the name of Peter and Jane. Peter was 7 years old and Jane was 5 years old. Their parents were missionaries, and the one day the parents told the children, we're going just for a little while to the town to buy our food stuff. So we are very in a hurry that you will be left behind here, but you are not going to get out of the house. Promise that you are not going to get out of the house, and we'll be back right away. And then Peter and Jane said, okay, Mom, we are going to stay here. And the car goes on, brum, 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 no more. And they cannot hear the car anymore. And they just try to uh, play with the toys that they have in their homes. And Peter looked out of the window and he saw something. He saw a bird with many colors. And then he told Jane, Jane, there's a bird with many colors down there. Can we go down and catch it? I know we can catch it. But Jane told him, no, we're not going down. We're not going out of the... Did you promise Mom that you're not going to get out of the house? But Mom will not find out. We're not going to tell. We just have to catch it. And Jane could not stop his brother, and they went down and tried to catch the bird. And then he was about to catch. Chirp! No, you're so very noisy. How was about to catch it? But then the bird went out of the gate, and they follow and follow the bird until they really are tired now. They have not catch the bird, and they are about to go back when they lost the direction. Where's our house? No, I can't see that anymore. I think we're going right. No, we're going left. No, we're going right. And they quarrel over the direction and they could not find the house. And it's almost in the afternoon that they've been looking for the house, but they cannot find it. They come to a new to a small hut and they knock at the door, but there was no one in there. And John, uh, then Jane said, "What we're going to do? Peter, we are here, and that this is not our house. No, we just have to stay here for a while." And then they heard the sound of horses. Cluck, 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 tick, tock. What's that? They are horses. They might be Indians. And they peeped on the window and they saw Indians with red marks on their faces and with feathers on their head, and they have a leader who is leading them. And that group or band of Indians knocked to the door. What shall we do now? No, we just have to hide here. We cannot hide. No, nothing to hide here in the bedroom. Nothing to hide here. In the sala, they have nothing to hide there. But then, what are you going to do? Just have to go to the kitchen, and they saw two jars. Okay, I have an idea. I have to put this jar on over your head, and you have not to do is you don't have to move. And me, I'll put my this jar on my head. I'll just stay here. And then the Indians were coming up. Hey, anybody here? They do not answer. And then the Indians go to the bedroom. There's no man, nobody. And go to the kitchen, and there's nobody there. And then Jane saw that the Indians were right on the side, and he walk. Jane, stop! Don't move! Don't walk! I'm afraid. And then they walk and follow each other while they are under the jar. And when the Indians saw that, the Indians shout, "Spirit! Spirit! Oh, spirits!" And they jump out of the house together and left Jane and Peter there. And then they pray, "Thank you, Lord, for saving us. Thank you for being with us. I know your angels have made those Indians go away." Then they heard a voice, "Jane, Peter, where are you? Where are you, Peter, Jane?" Mommy's voice. It's Mommy's voice. And then they come out, "Her mom, we're here." And then the mother and their father um, asked them why were they outside the house. And they said, "Sorry, sorry mom, sorry dad. We will not do it again." And we think that we have learned from the Sabbath school about prayer, and we just pray, and we did this thing. And they told their mother and their father about the things that we did and how the angels have gone out of the house in haste. So this is the same story that I told that many years ago, that my husband confided me later when we were already married, that he did court me because of the story that he heard, and made him um, decide that I will be a minister's wife for him being a pastor, because during that time he's a ministry student, uh, taking up uh, ministry to be a pastor, yeah, and he's taking up that course to be a pastor later on. And he said, "I want you to be a pastor's wife." That's why after hearing the story that you did that crusade, I decided to court you. And then later on, we got married and we have three children. You see, That was just a story that I told that attracted this student who became my husband. So, young people in a special way want to challenge you. You want to find somebody who is worth to be your helpmate. Okay, look for those people who are active in missionary work, those people who are active in church, and you will never regret having such helpmate in your life later on. Thank you for watching, and may God bless us.